Dear students, welcome back in fourth session of chapter 2, that is silk. In last 3 sessions we had completed the whole chapter and I hope you must have understood this chapter very well. Now student, we had studied historical information of the silk fiber, countries producing silk fiber, types of silk fiber, manufacturing process of silk fiber, properties of silk fiber, uses of silk fiber and applicability of silk fiber in day-to-day life in detail. Friends, in this video we are going to solve assignment which is based on full chapter. Let us see one by one. First is match the pairs. First pair, that is sericulture. Sericulture, it is Bombyx mori. Then filature. Filature means it is a throwing process. Wild silk. Muga silk is the wild silk, and spun silk, as spun silk is made from short fibers, so spun silk match with staple length. Then next, degumming. Degumming means all of you know that removal of sericin, that is silk gum, is called as degumming. Then stoving. Stoving means steaming of cocoons to kill the pupa. Then wetting. Wetting is done with metallic salt, so pairs with metallic salt. Then throwing. Throwing means twisting. Here filaments are, in this process filaments are twisted together. Now next question is, state whether the following sentences are true or false. Silk is the strongest of animal fiber. As all of you know that the strength of silk is more than all fibers. Silk is strongest of animal fibers. Then second is, so this sentence is true. Then luster of silk is low. It is false because it is a lustrous fiber. Heat conductivity of silk is low. This is true. Because of this low heat conductivity, it is suitable for winter wear. Wild silk is dark in color as compared to cultivated silk. This is also true because wild silk, the caterpillars feed on castor or oak leaves, so its color is dark. Silk gum is called as fibroin. This is false because silk gum is called as sericin and fibroin is the silk protein. Cultivated silk is obtained from Bombyx mori. This is also true. Silk is the only natural filament fiber because in natural filament fibers, for example cotton, wool, jute, linen, etc., silk is the only one natural filament, means long fiber. Silk has medium moisture regain. This is false. Silk has maximum moisture regain. So because of this property, silk is suitable in summer wear. Silk makes lightweight fabrics. This is also true because as the density of silk is very low, it makes lightweight fabrics. Silk is affected by moth. Being a protein fiber, it is affected by moth but not affected by mildew. Then next question, MCQs. Natural filament fiber is silk. Burning silk smells like burning. Burning silk smells like burning hair. In manufacturing process that follows after sericin is filature. Process which removes sericin from silk filament is called as degumming. Luster of silk is high because it is high lustrous fiber. Process by which twist is given to silk filament, the process is named as throwing. Absorbency of silk is good. Source of silk filament is caterpillar. Under the microscope, silk appears like transparent rod because scaly structure is for wool and twisted it is cotton and transparent rod is silk. Density of silk is low. As all of you know that weight of silk fabric is low. So because of this low density, the weight is also low. Silk is easily damaged by moth. It is true because it is protein fiber, so readily damaged by moth. Silk is mainly used for apparel purposes because it is not used for medical purposes or industrial purposes. These are used for apparel purposes, means ceremonial wearings, means the wearings which are used for function. Silk protein is called fibroin. Silk gum is called sericin. Fiber, termed as queen of fabric, is silk. Then next is Bombyx mori species of moth is fed on mulberry leaves. Then let us see, state whether the following sentences are true or false and explains. Means here you have to write whether this sentence is true or whether this sentence is false with reason. Means you have to explain the reason why this sentence is true or false. Student, this question is generally asked for 2 or 3 marks in your board exam. First is silk is natural cellulosic fiber. This is false because silk is natural protein fiber. Being an animal fiber, it is natural protein fiber. Silk has low weight strength. This is true because strength of silk decreases in wet condition. So it has low weight strength. Under the microscope, silk appears twist. This is false sentence because twist is appeared on cotton, but under microscope silk fiber looks like glass rod. Then silk is easily affected by mildew. This sentence is false because it is not readily affected by mildew, it is readily affected by moth. Then next is silk is used for party wears. Yes, silk is used for party wears. This is true because being a lustrous fiber and being a strong fiber, it is used for party wears. Then list in order the steps involved in the manufacturing of silk filament. Means here in this answer you have to write the name of only names of manufacturing, means only name of steps of manufacturing process. First is sericulture. Second step in sericulture there are four stages: eggs, worm, cocoon and moth. Then next step is filature operation. In that reeling and throwing. Next is degumming and last is wetting. Next question, circle the odd word and explain. Degumming, rating, wetting and stowing. As all of you know that, or you had studied in last year, rating process is essential for linen fiber. So this is odd word because degumming, wetting and stowing is essential for silk fiber. So odd word is rating. Next, muga silk, eri silk, cultivated silk and tussar silk. Muga, eri and tussar, these three are the wild silk. Examples of wild silk, and cultivated silk is the odd word. Then third is caterpillar, pupa, tree and moth. Caterpillar, pupa, moth. These are the stages of silkworm, but tree is the odd word. Then next is name the following. All of you know that silkworm is termed as sericin. Then silk filament protein is fibroin. Species of moth producing cultivated silk are Bombyx mori. Food for Bombyx mori, leaves of mulberry tree. Process of steaming of cocoons to kill silkworm is called as stowing. Removal of sericin from silk filament is called as degumming. Silk obtained from damaged cocoon is termed as spun silk. Process by which twist is given to silk is throwing process. process for which metallic salts are used is wetting process. Silkworm laying inside the cocoon is called as pupa. Silkworm winding filament around its body to encase itself is called as cocoon. The process of unwinding the filament from cocoon is termed as reeling. Now next is differentiate between. First is cultivated real silk and spun silk. As we already studied that cultivated real silk is a continuous strand and spun silk is made from short fibers. So first difference is cultivated real silk is obtained from unbroken good quality cocoons and spun silk is obtained from damaged cocoons. Then cultivated silk is continuous and long filament. Spun silk fibers are staple in length. Regarding quality, cultivated real silk is very smooth, lustrous and strong, but spun silk is not very smooth, lustrous and strong. Because of this quality, cultivated silk is more expensive than spun silk. Uses: cultivated silk is used for making expensive party wears and spun silk is used for lining material and blends. Then next is cultivated silk and wild silk. First difference is cultivated silk is obtained from silkworm called Bombyx mori, but wild silk is obtained from other wild species than Bombyx mori. Silkworms eat leaves of only mulberry trees, but wild silk ate leaves of castor or oak tree. This cultivated silk is very smooth and lustrous and delicate because of this food, but wild silk is not so much lustrous or delicate because their food is coarse food. Cultivated silk is cream or off-white in color, but wild silk is darker in color. Then next question is degumming and wetting. Difference between degumming and wetting. Now let us study the difference between degumming and wetting. Definition of degumming means when the silk gum is removed from the silk fibers or yarn, the term is called as degumming. Silk gum means here sericin is removed. Wetting means to increase the weight of silk yarn or fabric, wetting is done. Then because as the silk gum is removed, approximately 25% of weight of silk is lost due to degumming, and in wetting this loss of weight is compensated for the due to degumming. Then next is this is done to bring out the natural luster and smoothness of silk, means to retain the luster and smoothness, and wetting this makes the silk fabric crisp and improves its draping quality. Degumming is done with the help of detergent and water, and wetting is done with the help of metal salts. Usually degumming is done before dyeing process, but usually wetting is combined with dyeing process or done after it. Then next is give reason. We will discuss give reason. First is silk is called as queen of fabrics. The answer is as silk is the only one natural filament fiber, so as it is long fiber and because of more strength, it is termed as queen of fabrics. Second is special care is required while storing silk for seasons, because as silk is readily affected by moth, it requires special care. Hot iron should be avoided for silk, as silk is readily affected by heat. Hot iron should be avoided. Degumming is done for silk to remove the sericin and to improve the luster. Degumming is done. Wetting is done for silk to compensate the weight which is lost in degumming. Wetting is essential. Silk should be washed carefully, as wet strength of silk is low than dry strength. It should be washed carefully. Stoving is done to produce cultivated silk. Stoving is done to kill the pupa inside the cocoon. Then next question is answer in short. Here some questions are given. For example, what is sericulture? Countries producing silk, wild silk, spun silk, cultivated silk, degumming, wetting, properties of silk, biological properties, thermal properties, microscopic properties, moisture regain, resiliency, density, length of silk, elasticity, luster. This type of questions will be asked on properties. Then next is draw microscopic appearance of silk with diagram. Here you have to draw diagram and label it. Then next is write short notes. Generally notes will be asked on sericulture, wild silk, spun silk and uses of silk. For uses you should write 3 points, means apparel use, then household use and miscellaneous use. And the last question, write in detail. Here describe the life cycle of silkworm. In this question, while writing answer, you should draw diagram here, and for diagram there is some marks are allotted and you should describe this life cycle of silkworm in detail. So I hope you would understand answer of all the questions. Thank you very much.